Guess what? Obedience is better over sacrifice. Coming up. Well, today's topic is kind of wacko. This is something that came to my heart and mind just to really emphasize why I should not take my sacrifices back. So, little backstory, I feel like I've done something that basically, I feel regrets about. So on this video, I'm going to kind of give you some tips. Hopefully that's going to help you not to take back your sacrifices, but to understand the reason why there's sacrifices and things you do that you may not understand, because it's part of life. It's part of what it's structured. Okay, so anyhow, if we look in 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 22, I'm going to read this off my screen, and that is, what is more pleasing to the Lord? What is more pleasing to the Lord? Your burnt offerings and sacrifices, or your obedience to his voice? So that's really a no-brainer. I will listen to God first of all, instead of having to worry about these sacrifices that I have going on. So listen, obedience is better than sacrifice, and the submission is better than offering the fat of rams, So that's a very good point. And we have to understand that if you want to hear the voice of God, it's not about giving your money to charity or to an organization, maybe tithing at a church that you go to. There has to be an understanding of these sacrifices. That's, by doing this, it's an offering. It's something you need to do out of obedience, that God has called you to really to make a difference in your life. That is if you're a Christ follower. If you're not a Christ follower, there's hope. You can say a prayer right now and say, God, let me be the one that I need to change, and I give my life to you. That's simple. Just say a prayer and ask God to come into your life, and start making changes from that point on, and look for a local church. So sacrifices also cost something. There's always a cost of something. You ever find yourself in a position that you're like regretting because it's going to cost you something to give up? We're not easily to give up things in life. We're stuck in a position where it just, we just don't want to sacrifice what we need to do. With the sacrifice, like I said before, it comes with obedience, and it does cost something. In the long run, the obedience of what you are as a Christ follower is something that is going to help you grow closer to God. Look, a few months back, I believe it or not, I had some financial issues, and I really wanted to see God's provision in my life. I gave my tithes. This is the cost, okay? I give my tithes every single week. Not until the beginning of January 2019, I wanted to see God's provision. I said, okay, I'm going to sacrifice everything I have just to see what God has done for me. I just want to see what he has for me. And I got to tell you, being under his provision, the sacrifices that I made, he knows that, and he know what? You're going to be rewarded because the obedience of what you are establishing as a Christ follower. Okay? So the sacrifices will cost you something, but in the long run, because you're obedient, you're going to be blessed. You're going to definitely be blessed because no matter what the circumstances and the things you go through in life, you're going to be blessed, because first of all, you're being obedient to God. And that's how I look at it. Hey, thanks for watching Motivation Inspired. I hope you understand this first part because it's so important. So if not, go back and rewind it, check it out, tell people about this video. Don't forget to download information on my products for Jeunesse Global. And then if you want to also take a look at my business opportunity, don't forget to click on that. We'll see you on the next video.